An energetic protocol to assist your useful rider, but especially your body, in returning any fragments that your body might still be holding of another body deva, especially another body that has transitioned. We weave many webs. We have had many experiences in many incarnations. And in previous incarnations, you and your body were at one point the warrior, the victimizer, the victim. And for many incarnations, we go back and forth between victim and victimizer, the warrior, the attacker, the victim. And every time we have an experience in any incarnation where we attack, where we're the warrior, where we kill, even if we kill because we're defending, or we take responsibility for someone's life and then they die, we then take a little fragment of that person's energy. And it's a very slow, painful, tedious way of cultivating a level of connection and awareness with the fabric of oneness. When you start to move into a more conscious, connected, awakened state, you no longer need to use the fragmented reality, which has a certain level of suffering, perceptions of disconnection, as a way of cultivating awareness of that fabric of oneness. What does that really mean? When you're holding a fragment of another person, you're going to feel them. You're going to empathically feel them. You might even start processing their stuff, their karma, their behaviors, their emotions, and then that impacts the body. Then we cultivate more compassion because we're literally walking their path, and we then start to feel a state of oneness connection, but it doesn't have a very harmonic vibration to it. So with this energetic protocol, you're going to be useful rider in your body, but especially the body, because anytime the body harms another body, it takes a fragment of that body and then feels that other body. And it's again a way of creating a sense of connection. The body is going to be returning those fragments. So if you have body pain, pathological conditions in the body, headaches, migraines, low back pain, play with the idea that it might be your body holding fragments of other body devas from those previous incarnations. Your body caused harm to those body devas in those areas. Meaning, if you have low back pain, did you stab somebody in the back in a previous incarnation? If you have a lot of headaches, was your favorite method of being the warrior chopping people's heads off? Whatever it might be. And again, you don't need to know the details. Taking a deep breath in. We invite you, soul rider, to hold vigil for your body. We invite your body, divinatory spirit, at the level of its higher self, to work with its energetic fields and the guides, to scan its fields. And we're calling in your body deva's guides, advisors, nature spirit guides, advisors, to help your body scan its fields in a very compassionate, loving way for any fragments of any body deva it is holding in its etheric fields. And just take a moment. Body, divinatory spirit, at the level of your higher self, scan your fields for any fragments that belong to any body deva. And body deva, use your higher self, your energetic field, spinning your fields in a counterclockwise direction, returning all of those fragments, every single fragment that you might be holding in your head, your kidneys, your back, your spine, your legs, your knees, your hips, your organs. Return all of those fragments that belong to all of those other body devas back to them at the level of their higher selves, where they have a capacity to receive it in the appropriate moment in time. Returning it back to its appropriate moment in time. Keep returning all those little fragments, body deva, spinning your fields in that counterclockwise direction. Any fragments you're holding in the reproductive system, the base chakra, ovaries, uterus, stomach, digestive, intestines, return every single fragment back to every single body deva where they have the capacity to receive it. So rider, coach, encourage your body. You soul rider, if you're holding any fragments of any soul, return those fragments back to them at the level of their higher selves where they have a capacity to receive it. And again, you may not remember previous incarnations when you were an incredible warrior, but you may have killed many and you don't even remember it. And remember, we all have contracts. We were willing to learn in a really hard way in previous incarnations. And so we may have lots of fragments of lots of people that we may have harmed in the past because they wanted to learn about empowerment and we wanted to learn about integrity. So we did this dance. Unfortunately, you are shifting your level of awareness. You now get to do the dance from a place of connection, from a place of greater integrity and kindness and compassion. So anybody that you judge, anybody that you are angry with still, explore the idea that you have fragments. You're feeling their anger. You're feeling their upset. Return those fragments, Body Deva and Soul Rider and teams. Spinning the fields in that counterclockwise direction to return, sending appropriate energetic information, returning any responsibility that go with those fragments, returning any power that goes with those fragments, returning any karma that goes with those fragments, returning it back to them where they have the capacity to receive it to the degree that they choose in the appropriate moment in time in the time spiral continuum. And sit in that space for maybe another minute, 2, 3, 5, returning those fragments. And as you return those fragments, when it feels complete, then balance, stabilize, spin the fields in a clockwise direction, weaving, repairing your etheric fields, your body Deva's etheric fields with your own vibration, your own essence, your own sound, your own light, your own magic, your own power, reweaving your fabric. And then taking a deep breath in, holding energy and awareness in your line, updating your grids, all your reference points, all ways in which you perceive, letting that integrate.